All right, hundreds of stray dogs being abandoned at the southern border by illegal migrants. They will cross into the U.S. with their pets, then leave the pets behind once they're apprehended or bussed across the country. My next guest is working to rescue those dogs and clean up as well as clean up the border. Joining me right now is Blue Line Moving CEO John Rourke. John, good to see you. Thanks very much for being here. I know that you fund border cleanups and dog rescue missions through your moving company. What can you tell us about what's going on in terms of these abandoned animals at the southern border?
Thanks for having me on, Maria. So, so people are bringing, the illegal immigrants are bringing their pets with them when they cross the border. I mean, the thing is that they believe so strongly that the border is so wide open that they're willing to bring their pets with them, and also their pets with their documents. So they're bringing their rabies vaccines with them, etc., showing Border Patrol agents, hey, here, I have my documents, let's bring our pets across the border. But obviously Border Patrol is telling them they have to leave their dogs there and their cats because they can't come with them into the facility. So the majority of these dogs are not spayed or neutered. So what's happening is they're bringing them across the Rio and then leaving them there, and then they're having puppies. So there's literally thousands of dogs all over the border just running wild.
Oh, my goodness. And how are these dogs in terms of what kind of shape are they in? You're doing a rescue mission. Have you seen a big reaction from people wanting to rescue some of these animals?
Yeah, the dogs are in pretty bad shape, covered in ticks and fleas, a lot of them starving to death, haven't had a real, food in a long time, just kind of been eating off the land. And it's really a shame. It's a disaster down there on so many different levels. No one even thinks about the animals, obviously. You just see the amount of people crossing, and you just can't believe that. But when you see the animals and the trash that's left behind, it's really become a bunch of different catastrophes all in one. Humanitarian, environmental, and now with animals. It's a real tragedy. And yes, people have been reaching out to me all over social media wanting to come in and adopt some of these dogs that are still going through some medical care right now.
And that's what I said to you when you emailed me. I said, well, I might want to rescue one of these animals. I'm just heartbroken over it. How can people rescue a dog? Tell us where they should go if they want to help.
So they can go to BDRR, BigDogRanchRescue.org. They're down here in Palm Beach County. That's who I partnered with to pull off this mission down there. And we were able to rescue 40 dogs, and they're all getting rehabilitated currently, and they'll be ready for adoption here shortly.
Well, thank God. Thank you for what you're doing. I mean, the southern border is an absolute mess, and it is making things dangerous for the entire country. That's why House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy is calling on the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas to resign. He says either resign or face a potential impeachment inquiry when Republicans take control of the House in January. Your thoughts on what's taking place at the border as you see it? Because Alejandro Mayorkas testified under oath that the border is secure.
Well, obviously, Maria, he's lying to the American people. I mean, this is also the same person that said that Border Patrol agents were whipping Haitian illegal immigrants. So what are we to believe? Obviously, I've been down to the border probably more times than he has, and I've seen thousands of people personally myself. I own Blue Line Moving, a small moving company out of Jupiter, Florida. I've been to the border more times than him, Kamala Harris, and Joe Biden combined. And I've seen thousands of people crossing the border illegally right in front of my face. I've spoke with them. The reason why they're coming here is because they want to work. They want money. They're making $20 a month in Colombia and Venezuela. They want more than that for their families. So they're coming here, they're working, and they're sending their money back to their families in other countries. It's out of control, and something needs to happen.
Well, that's a very nice way to put what they want. What about the million gotaways who do not want to be apprehended? What do they want? I mean, we have no idea what they want and why they're coming here if they're actually trying to evade apprehension. And that's the case for the gotaways, and also the case for the 98 people who were apprehended who were actually on the terrorist watch list. And I haven't even mentioned the fentanyl poisoning Americans.
Well, that's what the gotaways want. I mean, that's why they're gotaways. Those are the ones that are bringing in the fentanyl. Those are the ones bringing in firearms. Those are the ones bringing in cocaine and marijuana. That's why they call them gotaways. If you're bringing in a bunch of drugs across the border, last thing you want to do is run into a Border Patrol agent. So obviously they're well trained by the cartel. They know where to go. They know the routes where Border Patrol agents aren't, because now they've become border processors. Let's be honest about it. They're not patrolling the border. They're just filling out paperwork and sending people to South Florida and sending people to New York. That's what they're doing.
And of course, as I've mentioned many times, those criminal cartels are taking home $300 million a week. They are getting rich on this wide open border for America. And of course, then there are the dogs. John, thanks very much for being here. We're going to be watching your rescue mission for all of those abandoned animals. Thanks for what you're doing, John. Thank you.